C-reactive protein CART test. C-reactive protein is a serum protein which is synthesized in the liver. Its rate of synthesis and secretion increases within hours of an acute injury or the onset of inflammation. Normally, it is present only in trace amounts in serum, but it can increase as much as 1,000-fold in response to injury or infection. The clinical measurement of CRP in serum, therefore, is a sensitive index of disease activity in inflammatory, infective, and ischemic conditions. The CRP reagent kit is based on the principle of latex agglutination assay. Principle: the CRP reagent kit is based on an immunological reaction between antibodies against CRP bound to biologically inert latex particles and CRP in the test specimen. When serum containing CRP greater than 0.6 mg per deciliter is mixed with the latex reagent, visible agglutination occurs. Reagents: CRP reagent. It is a uniform suspension of polystyrene latex particles coated with anti-CRP antibodies. Positive control, negative control. Reagent storage and stability. Store the reagent at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. Do not freeze. Do not use reagents after the expiry date. Additional material required: stopwatch, test tubes, isotonic saline, pipette and tips, mixing sticks. Specimen collection and preparation. No special preparation of the patient is required prior to specimen collection by approved techniques. Only serum must be used for testing. If a delay in testing occurs, store the sample at 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. Procedure: bring reagent and samples to room temperature before testing. Qualitative method: place 1 drop of undiluted test sample, field 2. Place 1 drop or approximately 40 microliters of CRP positive control on field 1 of the reaction slide. Place 1 drop of the CRP negative control on to field 3. Add 1 drop of CRP latex reagent to all the fields. Do not let the dropper tip touch the liquid on the slide. Using a mixing stick, mix the test specimen and latex reagent uniformly over the entire circle. Immediately start a stopwatch. Rock the slide gently back and forth, observing for agglutination macroscopically at 2 minutes. Interpretation of results. Agglutination is a positive test result and indicates presence of detectable levels of CRP in the test specimen. No agglutination is a negative test result and indicates absence of detectable levels of CRP in the test specimen. Semi-quantitative method. Using isotonic saline, prepare serial dilutions of the test specimen positive in the qualitative method. Take a reaction slide and label it with patient identification. Mark reaction circle 1 as positive control and the remaining circles from 2 to 6 as 1 and 2, 1 and 4, 1 and 8, 1 and 16, 1 and 32 for the respective dilutions. Place 50 microliters of 0.9% saline in circles numbered 2 through 6. Place 1 drop of positive control on reaction circle 1. Place 50 microliters of serum in circle 2. Mix the saline and the serum in circle 1 by drawing the mixture up and down. This gives 1:2 dilution. Transfer 50 microliters from circle 2 to circle 3 and mix. Transfer 50 microliters from circle 3 to circle 4 and mix. Transfer 50 microliters from circle 4 to circle 5. Mix. Transfer 50 microliters from circle 5 to circle 6 and mix. Discard the last 50 microliters. Add 1 drop of CRP latex reagent to all the reaction circles. Using a mixing stick, mix the test specimen and the latex reagent uniformly over the entire circle. Immediately start a stopwatch. Rock the slide gently back and forth, observing for agglutination macroscopically at 2 minutes. Interpretation of results. Agglutination in the highest serum dilution corresponds to the approximate amount of CRP in milligrams per deciliter present in the test specimen. Concentration of CRP can be calculated as follows. CRP in milligrams per deciliter is equal to S multiplied by D, where S is the sensitivity of the reagent, that is 0.6 milligrams per deciliter, and D is the highest dilution of the serum showing agglutination. Precautions. All standard precautions should be adhered to while handling the test samples and performing the test. Do not use markedly lipemic, hemolyzed, and contaminated serum samples. Use of plasma rather than serum can lead to false positive results. Do not read results beyond indicated testing time limits. The reagents contain 0.1% sodium azide as preservative. Avoid contact with skin and mucosa. On disposal, flush with large quantities of water. Store the reagents according to manufacturer's instructions. Performance of the reagent must be verified with the positive and negative controls provided with the kit. Shake the latex reagent well before use. Do not use damaged or leaking reagents.